don't think men were more masculine back then than they are now?
Men worldwide.
For greater context, watch the full video in the stitch below. I'm not going to even say all that because I got my issues with Kevin Samuels and a lot of things, and especially with the crabs in the barrel mentality. I'm not going to get into why, but to me, yeah, he was a great entertainer. He had a way of having conversations and making it fun. But I can't take him seriously on certain things because he came across hypocritical and disingenuous. And this is what happened. And this is the problem in our community. We have a lot of individualism and not collectivism, not unity, and there's no unity. You can't have no culture, no progression without no black pride. You can't have no pride, no. I'm just recovering from a long drive from Myrtle Beach. No pride, there's no culture. There's no direction, structure, and discipline because we don't have no fucking pride. These heifers talk about these men are more feminine. These women do not want a masculine man. Look how they punish men. Well, let me say this. They don't want a full-time masculine man. The only time a man can be masculine is she like him and and that man is giving her that D. The only time a man is basically, they don't want a masculine man because there has to be permission for him to be masculine, and the only time he can be masculine when it comes to the bedroom. When it comes to male responsibility, but devoid of basically, I wouldn't even call that male lead. I wouldn't call it male leadership. It's called adulting, and there's no gender when it comes to that. That applies to both parties. That's not gender specific. She should be able to take out her own trash and know how to get in and out safely. She should know how to fix things and do for self. As an adult, y'all, they say women are more mature and all that stuff, but I'm realizing that feminism has exposed that a lot of women are grown-ass children, grown-ass girls. You got a lot of adult girls. They think having TNA and know how to shake their booty and know how to open their mouth, know how to open their legs, and know how to finesse a man out of his money, sprinkle, makes him a woman. Sprinkle. They think by seducing men and using their sexuality makes them mature. No, it doesn't. It makes you a hoe. What actually would count is that you were trained to be a wife, but a lot of these older women did not teach them that. Led them astray, just like a lot of older men didn't teach the men how to be men, regardless if they were present or there or not, because those older men were chasing young hoes, young 304s. So there's a competition that should not be there. I don't care what anybody says, there shouldn't be no competition. If I'm an older man, why am I trying to compete with a younger man? I don't try to compete with no young nigga. I don't try to compete with I don't even my brother who's 36. I'm 40. I'm about to be 42 in June next month. Wow. I don't try to compete if a man is younger than me, especially way younger. Why would I compete with him for the same chick? Why would I tear down a mascot, a younger man just to get a young chick? I don't need to do all that. That's being a whole ass nigga. We got a lot of whole ass niggas. Even back in the day, there was a lot of whole ass niggas. A lot of simps back in the day. It was just, they knew how to hide their stuff. And back in the day, a man can get away with being on some simp shit. But in today's economy and today's women, they got these unrealistic expectations. Now it's like it's too expensive to pay for low grade hoes. And I just got flagged by just me responding to another content creator doing a reactionary video, which I'm appealing, and to me, to the content creator who flagged my video or her followers or all the above, that doesn't do nothing. I don't know why y'all want to flag a video that you don't like the response. You don't have to listen to it, or you can just ignore it, like you always have. I guess my video had too much facts and truth. Yeah. But my thing, they talk about men not being around. Do you know a lot of these broads ain't doing no better in education? A lot of these women are dumb as hell. But they like to make fun of men not being smart, fourth grade level and stuff, but they don't help them. They don't help the men. Because and a lot of, we got to understand, we got to address the anti-blackness. There are men that I got the label because I didn't speak like a European. I wasn't Europeanized. I didn't try to speak like a European, like a colonizer. We talk about F the system, fuck the system. Oh, don't go to the white man's school. Don't go. You're not black enough. But now all of a sudden, you read at the fourth grade level. I thought we were about F the system. So my thing is, going to the colonizer to be miseducated was the worst thing. But when it comes to you see the double standards, especially Kane, you see the double standards. So it's okay for black women to get miseducated and indoctrinated to be a Negro peon. Shout out to Wise Newman. To be a Negro hoe ass peon, a bed wench. But if a black man goes to get a miseducation from the colonizer, he's a sellout. But black women can never sell out, even though it's been documented that black women have been selling out more so than black men. But we can't hold them accountable for it. And I disagree. Yes, we can. The problem is, if you hold a woman accountable, she calls 5-0. She calls white zaddy on you. That's the problem. This is why a lot of men can't be men, because when a man asserts himself and tries to lay the law down in a positive, not in an abusive sense. We're not talking about how you heifers try to lay the law down and be abusive to your own children and be abusive to the men that you're with, using proxy violence too. Now, it's a problem. A lot of you women can barely read yourself. I want to know, if women are so educated, then why you want to be on some sprinkle bullshit? If you're so smart and educated, why is it that the men still make more money than you? Why do you got all this miseducation and dumb as hell? And this is not to put y'all down. Why is it that y'all can't build nations? And how come y'all ain't trying to invest in the community? Why is it that you just want to spend for yourself? Hell, y'all don't even support each other like that. Y'all too jealous of each other. Y'all ain't trying to nation build with all them handouts and resources and aid and assistance, public assistance, housing, getting cars from some programs, all these programs to get a car, get a business loan and all this other shit. Y'all ain't trying to help the community. You just want to help yourself and be under Zaddy's nuts. Y'all just want to push the girls, but y'all don't want to teach them to be wives and mothers because you want her to fail just like you, or you was a married woman. But you see a lot of these married women see these young women as competition. So if the women are more, because you got to understand, the married women, they let themselves go. They're not as attractive, so they'll give her horrible advice, get to teach her to be this feminist hyena, just so she can. You see, that's why you need a young. You see, hubby. That's why you gotta lead these young girls. So I don't know why these young girls are acting. Stop the cap. You know damn well why these young girls are acting the way they are. These younger women are acting the way they are. 3 or 4 and stuff because you told them. You sabotage everything. But we can never. No, we're blaming y'all. Black women are the root of the problem. Women are the root of the problem. For the last 60, it's the woman's fault, and hoe ass niggas. But it's mostly the woman's fault. Men have been blamed for a long time. It's the woman's turn to get blamed. And and that's gender equality. And I will say this, a lot of women are too much of a hind, or too masculine, and a lot of women lack femininity. They're not feminine. They are way less feminine than they were back in the day. And it all starts from them silent generation hoes.